Hello. It is day 5 and it's awesome to finish on a Friday. This one might be a little bit longer or you can do it just as quickly. So we've been looking at each time we do a process that we have a little look at something in our lives as well. So we bring some of that awareness into ourselves. So today's one's the wisdom tree. I do this as a big class that we do a big painting on, but the essence of it is this, that we're looking at what are some of the things that, where are your strengths, what are the dreams that you have that you're reaching for, and what are the things that you can do to get those going. So it's a matter of looking at the tree as a metaphor in a good way. So let's get started. I'll just point you back down here. I have no assistants today. They've decided that it's too nice to be inside. Okay, so when we start off, now trees are an easy thing for us to do because we know that we've got roots, we've got the trunk, and then we've got the branches and the leaves, and if they have fruit. So let's start off with the roots. Now, if we look at the idea of roots, and see, roots can be really simple, just little, they're underneath the ground and they hold us down. So these are the things that keep us grounded. So when you've got, like this, something like that to start with, we want to say, okay, what are our strengths? What are our foundations? And each root system, you can write down something. So you might say, well, very resilient. You might also be a very joyful person, which keeps you grounded. What are the things that you have empathy? I don't know, just go through what are some of the things that give you your strengths. What are your strengths in life? And then we're going to jump through the trunk a little bit. So we're going to put our trunk in there. Now you can do this as big or as small as you like. So we've got our ground, and then let's see, we want to do our branches. Now your branches can just be U-shapes really. Mine's kind of interesting. You know, you can have other branches going off. Don't worry if you make mistakes, it's all part of it. Okay, so there I've got my branches, and these would be what are the good things that you've actually got already in place. So in your branches there'd be my coming back a little bit to our being thankful and gratitude. So you know, it might be family, might be your work if you're really enjoying that, and just going through the branches again. So we can loop our little branches a little bit so that they finish up. There we go. And then we need to put in leaves. So leaves are really simple. It's almost like just doing two little lines that join up. I don't know if you can see that there. Oops. So see how they're just a little bit, it's almost like drawing an eye. And this is where you can get really lost in it for a little while, drawing your leaves. So if we pick out, once you've got your leaves, think about what are some of the dreams that you would like to have come to you. What are some of the things that you really love? So, you know, I'd love a holiday. I'd love to get my garden done. So it doesn't have to be anything fancy or amazing. It can be just simple things that you would really like to bring in your dreams. And once you've got that, you might not do every single leaf because obviously you might have a lot of leaves. And you keep doing all your leaves. And then what we're going to do is come back into the trunk because we've got our trunk here. And one of the things that we know from trees is that they take their nutrients from the roots through the trunk and up into the branches and then into the leaves. And that's how the tree feeds. So if we think about then, there's this path in the middle, which is our trunk, as to what are some of the things that you could do to bring some of those dreams into action. So say for a holiday, and this is actually a very practical kind of exercise because if you think about it, it's like, yeah, there's doable steps that make a dream come true. So breaking it back down into, okay, so, you know, I want a garden, so I need to maybe till the soil. And here you might want to just write up your trunk, or you could write sideways, whichever way suits you. So till the soil, buy some seeds, plant. For my other one, if I want a holiday, it's like maybe save some money, put it aside. Might not be a lot, but a little bit. Maybe I can do it that way. Maybe look at where I want to go and start dreaming about it that way. So you get the idea. So your tree should end up all written up. So you've got lots of writing on it. And then what you're going to do is bring the colour in, because what happens is you've already placed this out in the world, and then what we want to do is actually get you to, I guess, talk to your subconscious a little bit about these dreams that you've got and things that you'd like to have, and you're acknowledging who, speak of the little people that didn't turn up. You want to acknowledge that you do have these strengths, that you already do have those things in the branches that are existing. It gives it a little bit more, it's that idea of the gratitude and then bringing in the things that you want in your life. Now, trees don't have to be painted or drawn in the right colours, what we call the right colours. So it doesn't have to have green leaves, it doesn't have to have a brown trunk. Totally up to you to be creative with how you colour it in. So mine's going to have kind of purple. And I'm using these watercolour, water-soluble pencil crayons. I love how they keep a lot of their colour. And it's always fun to colour in with crayons because it's almost like you're back at being a kid again. So, and I can put in maybe a bit of pink in with it. These blend in really well before you put the water on. You might find that with watercolour pencils if you're using that. If you're using markers, you'll find that you get really bright colours anyway. So think about what your colours are for this. You know, you might not necessarily want to do realistic ones. And if you don't colour in inside the lines, that's okay too. So it's just a matter of doing that, a bit of, I do this with some of my clients at times and they absolutely love playing with these because they just come out so beautiful, and you can actually stretch them out so that they put more colour in the places that you haven't put colour. So that very much like a watercolour. Right, so you get the idea. You just colour in, do your background. You could also do this with collage. Get your colours and cut out your leaves in the colours that you want, just from magazines. That's also an awesome sort of way of doing it. I've done that a few times and it actually comes out quite nice. And you occasionally get some interesting words that pop out that you can see. Alright, so that's kind of it. That is our 5 days. Do your wisdom tree. Love to see what you get and put it in the group and share it with us. And if you love doing this, there's more coming. In probably a month or so we'll do some more, a little bit more in depth, but would love to see you put some stuff together and show us what you've done. Really keep doing something creative for yourself, even if it's 5 minutes where you just doodle along on a page. It does really good things for your brain. So if you're interested and want to know more about creativity counselling, send me a message or drop an emoji below and I'll get back to you. All right, bye. Keep on creating.